y'all sleeping on how legend this bunny is. Let's break down why Usagi's Loki Chiikawa's MVP. First off, Homeboy's got a level 3 weed control license. Think about that. Even Brainiac Hachiko barely got a level 5. That's like community college versus MIT, no cap. But his talents don't stop there. Beyond basic weed pulling and monster slaying missions, he's a jack of all trades. Guitar shredding, fishing, claw machine mastery, you name it. And here's a fun secret. He even moonlights as a DJ at clubs sometimes. Wild, right? Usagi's got more good vibes than a summer festival too. He's all about adventure, has his friends' backs, and never drops the ball. The manga shows he's often off exploring the world when he's MIA, always coming back with rad souvenirs for Hachi and Chiikawa. Goals, honestly. Don't let his chill exterior fool you. This rabbit notices everything. In the Syamoba arc, when the crew gets lured to her creepy cabin, Usagi clocked her as a bad guy from the start. While Hachi and Chiikawa crashed at night, he stayed wide awake, guarding them. Using his level 3 weed smarts, he knocked Yamoba out with poisonous mushrooms and got everyone to safety, then fell asleep while running mid-escape. Talk about a hero move. Let's be real. Strong, kind, a little mischievous. Usagi's basically every girl's dream guy, but the best part? He's got zero time for overthinking. This rabbit marches to the beat of his own drum, doesn't care what anyone thinks, and isn't afraid to ditch a tough spot without sweating it. That laid-back do-you philosophy? We could all take notes. The dark truth behind Chiikawa's worldview revealed. We've all been totally fooled by the show's cute art style, but once you dig deeper, this stuff might low-key wreck your mood. Let's break it down. In Chiikawa's world, there are 3 clans. 1. Our beloved cuties. You know them? You love them. 2. The armor-clad overseers who manage the cuties. 3. The chimeras, monsters that hunt and eat cuties. But that's not even the messed up part. Here's the gut punch. Chimeras are actually mutated cuties. Let's look at that giant chimera from the recent big battle. After nearly killing Hachi, why'd it suddenly back off when seeing Chiikawa? That weird moment where it pointed at a frog holds the key. Rewind to the previous episode. Chiikawa befriended a shy factory worker cutie who shared their frog-shaped piggy bank. Later, that friend mysteriously vanished. Put it together, that chimera was the missing friend. The clues were there. The frog gesture referenced their shared memory, and the chimera's disappointment when Chiikawa didn't recognize them? Soul-crushing. The manga hints at why this happens. Extreme loneliness from social isolation and crushing work. Stress literally transforms cuties into monsters. Their inner darkness physically mutates them. That poor kid got consumed by despair until he became what he feared most. Seriously, this is some next-level tragic storytelling disguised as pastel fluff. And here I thought this was just a cute show about little blobs. Chiikawa power tier list. Master Reiko is at the bottom. The first place will shock you. Starting with tier 4. Here we have Hachiware, Chiikawa, and Momonga. While these characters have their lucky shining moments by accident, their combat power is mostly negligible most of the time. Let's be real. Their main job is just to be cute, right? Moving on to tier 3. Leading this tier is our bunny Usagi, along with weaker chimeras and armored soldiers like Craft Armor, Majo, and Shimajiro. They have a basic level of strength, but still lack the oomph to carry the team single-handedly. Now tier 2. This tier is pretty much reserved for Master Rako, known as the strongest human soldier on the hunting list. He's the absolute top tier among Chiikawa's species and handles most chimeras with ease. Next up, tier 1. This is where the powerful chimeras reside. Names like Anoko, the 3-star store manager, and Beetle. Remember when Anoko's tail swipe almost took out Hachiware? Or how even armored soldiers run from the evolved Beetle? Yeah, their strength speaks for itself. Finally, the highly anticipated tier 0. Here we find the chimera versions of Usagi and Hachiware, naturally stronger than regular chimeras as they're based on the main characters. But there's one true god here, Chiikawa in dire situations. The saying, rely on Hachiware in good times, Usagi in tough times, and Chiikawa when all seems lost, isn't a joke. Whenever the gang is cornered, Chiikawa unleashes hidden power or smarts to save the day every time. Definitely deserving of that tier 0 spot. Holy moly. Hachi isn't even a cat to begin with? Let's spill the tea on Chiikawa characters' real-life inspirations. You won't believe what these adorable critters really are in real life. 1. Okay, let's start with Mr. Cat, but not a cat. Hachi's full name, Hachiware, literally means cat with bangs in Japanese. Yeah, he licks his paws, coughs up hairballs, sticks out his tongue when nervous. Total cat behavior, right? But here's the plot twist. This fuzzy dude's officially classified as a mysterious cat-like creature by the creator. Why? Because the author wanted him to munch on chocolate and lemons. Real cats can't eat that. Mind blown. 2. Our main star, Chiikawa, equals, wait for it, a hamster. Bet you thought he was a baby bear this whole time. Fun fact, his fur grows longer in winter, but he sucks sucks at trimming it himself. Those uneven fluff patches? Total DIY disaster. It somehow makes him 200% cuter. P.S. That's also why he can't talk like Hachi. Hamster brains ain't built for complex language. Oops. 3. Usagi's secret whispers. That's literally a floppy-eared bunny. The yellow screamer went viral on TikTok for his signature Bia noise. Here's the kicker. Those noises are based on actual mating calls of lop-eared rabbits. Every time he yells, you do the math. 4. Bonus round. Kurimanju, Yakis, honey badger, Momonga, Siberian weasel, Rako, Sadar, North Pacific sea otter. Drop your wildest guesses about other characters below. Let's see who's been paying attention to this fluffy conspiracy theory. That's hands down the most controversial character in Chiikawa. Does anyone actually like Momonga the flying squirrel? Hold your answer till you hear what this little gremlin's done. Newsflash. The Momonga we know? Total fraud. Rewind to his debut episode. Remember that giant chimera chasing him screaming, "Give it back"? Plot twist. That chimera's the real Momonga. Our so-called Momonga? Just a body snatcher chimera wearing his fur like a cheap Halloween costume. This imposter's been running wild, bullying Chiikawa squad daily, even trying to eat them when snack cravings hit. Meanwhile, the actual Momonga's stuck in that monstrous chimera bod, crying his eyes out, wishing on shooting stars to get his life back. Spoiler, it ain't happening. Poor Bean can only briefly morph back during naps now. In the manga's body swap arc, the gang finds the machine that swapped Momonga and the chimera in the first place. What does the fake Momonga do? He sneaks in and destroys the machine, killing any chance of reversing the swap. Now the real sweet Momonga can only briefly return to his old self in his dreams. So yeah, the kind, adorable Momonga is stuck crying himself to sleep forever, while the monster who stole his life gets all the fan art and merch. Wild, right? Final call? Team trapped in chimera body Momonga or team body stealing menace? Sound off below. That's the freakiest truth in Chiikawa. Hachi doesn't actually exist. That cheerful, outgoing buddy we all love? Total imaginary friend situation. Our anxious little Chiikawa literally made him up because of crushing loneliness. Yeah, I know it's messed up, but check these clues hidden in the comics. 1. First off, any true fan knows this, there's 0 scenes with just Hachi and Usagi hanging out. Like ever. It's either Chiikawa plus Hachi or all 3 together. Seriously, try finding a solo Hachi-Usagi moment. I'll wait. Hit me up in comments if you actually do. I'll eat my hat. 2. Remember that episode where Hachi gets a new camera? Dude takes a million group pics, but when they develop the photos, boom, everything's blurry, except one clear shot of Chiikawa and Usagi. Coincidence? More like the creator screaming, these two are the only real ones. 3. Here's the kicker. Both Chiikawa and Hachi have May 1st birthdays. Either this is the wildest coincidence ever, or they're literally the same person sharing a birthday. Mind blown. So why would Chiikawa invent an imaginary BFF? Simple. Dude's too shy to make real friends. Hachi becomes his hype man, saying stuff he can't say, doing stuff he's too scared to try. It's equal parts genius and heartbreaking. Look, I want to believe this theory's totally wrong. Who wants to think our sunshine boy Hachi's just not real? But these clues, they're hitting different. The truth hurts, y'all.